What's up, guys? Welcome back to SteadyRollin'Garage. Back in the garage. I didn't really have a plan for a video today, but I wanted to stay consistent with the videos, so I'm back here trying to film again. It's a maintenance part 2. Let's get back into it. Alright, guys. Well, as you can hear, the tappets are kind of loud on this truck, so we're going to address that today, and then whatever else we can get into, just going to try and film and make a fun video. Oh, also, if you guys noticed that, I got burned yesterday. Pretty sweet line. Looks pretty cool. Let's get into it. Like I said, I have no plans for today. I'm just gonna try and do anything, I guess, to film and put up a fun video for you guys. Also, before I forget, my birthday just passed, and as you can see, the yellow lights are there. And my cousin Jeremy actually got me these clear corner lights. I still had these signals, so now the truck's back to having all clear lights on the front end. I think it makes it look a lot cleaner. Just looks a lot more fresh and refined. So shout out to the cuzzo Jeremy. Thank you for getting me the clear lights, making my truck look fucking clean. Appreciate it. Love it, cuz. Let's get the truck moving. Now we're just gonna put the motor at TDC. And probably adjust the cam first, then do the tappets. That's probably the smartest way to do it. Rotate it over a couple times, let the adjustment that I make to the cam timing gear settle in. Then we'll start running back and forth and doing the tappets. Now I found TDC on the crank, and I'm about to adjust my cam about a degree off and rotate it through and see if everything all lines back up to where I set it to, and then get started working on these tappets. Actually, these sides, this side on the intake side, they turned out pretty good actually. I didn't even really have to adjust them. The exhaust side need a little bit of adjusting, but let's rotate it around and see what's good with the other side. Alright guys, now I got the motor turned over. I reset the other side. Again, the intake side was pretty good. Everything was still on, dead on where it was supposed to be last time I set this, and that was like a couple months ago, so it's actually pretty good. The exhaust side, once again, just a little bit of adjustment on this one and a little bit on this, but nothing big, nothing major. I really do want to see, just with that small adjustment, if it moved the power band up to where I actually want it to be. It used to come in real fast and hit hard, and around 4,000, 4,500 starts to drop off. So I hope that I bumped it up just enough to keep the power like coming in quickly, but to sustain itself all the way up through 5 to 6 grand. I am gonna try and reset this carburetor. It's been running fine recently. I just been wanting a little bit more out of like the 32, 36. You can't ask for too much, but I do know that I probably have it under tuned, and I just want to get the most performance out of it and mess with it from a baseline, a good baseline. So let's put everything back together and let's jump on it. Alright guys, well, everything's back together, looking good, not so bad. We're gonna jump on the carburetor. Baseline settings say to turn the mixture screw 2 turns out and the idle screw not more than 1.5 turns in. So let's reset it, and then let's try and find a happy medium and set this carburetor to where it feels like it's running at full potential. See how it runs. Alright guys, well for now, this is how it sounds. I feel like I got the carb dialed in as much as I am going to get it today. Maybe I'll save setting the timing for another time, but this This is how it sounds. Get a little preview of it. Let's get a little exhaust clip. Still sounds pretty choppy. I feel like it's gonna do well. I'm gonna test drive it tomorrow when I'm on my way to work, and we'll see how it acts and how the motor sounds when it's actually hot after being driven for a little bit.